These platforms are getting so smart to the point where you can actually add a filter to filter out certain words. So anything about body image that's negative, we all know what we're talking about, those nasty words, those are the things that I filter out across all the platforms, so I don't even see the comments that come in if they're about that. I don't see anything that's so negative. And if there is something negative, it's an immediate block. Like, I have someone helping me out on my team, which is like really lucky, who also sees everything. I just say, hey, look, I don't want to see it. If you see something bad, delete, gone, bye. And that's something that I don't let enter my kind of periphery ever, because I think also everything we see online, we can internalize, and we think that we know people personally, but we don't. We don't.
At all.
No matter how long you stared at my social media or researched me, you don't know me until we're sitting right here face to face.
You're seeing everyone's highlight reel. That's really what you're seeing. And it goes to what you were saying about actually knowing someone, because you're not. You're actually getting whatever version they're deciding to project to you. So you don't really fully know that person.
Right, and that leads me to my second point, which is the fact that because you don't know somebody, how and why would you compare yourself? Why would you do that? You're saying, okay, I want to be like them, and you're forgetting about you. And in a selfish way, you have to put you first, and not in a like egotistical way. No. We're checking our ego at the door here. We're saying, okay, somebody else can do something, and I can also coexist and do something awesome as well. Like, everybody has their own path that's going in all crazy lines and everything like that. It's not something where you should ever let somebody else's opinion of you affect how you feel. And I know that's way easier said than done, because hate online is disgusting. I don't like it at all. I think it's really disturbing also that there's people out there that are so hurt that they feel the need to project their insecurity onto a random stranger on the internet, just because of a small snippet of something, right? So I think we need to take things less personally instead of like very personally. And that's something else that helps me online.
You've said so many great points about that, because overall, social media is just a difficult thing to navigate. I try to not be on it at all, as we were talking about before we jumped on. It was like, it's such a, and being a person in a band, you get these comments. When you were talking about the comments, that kind of hit me. Like, you get these comments and you're like, oh, and I'm always like, nope, don't want to see the comments, don't care. I'll tell everyone else, you guys answer the comments. I'm not gonna look, because I know myself, and I tend to like take online things personally. I internalize it nonstop. And so I try to not do that as much anymore.
Well, the other thing that's interesting about that is when you are a public figure, you're making content for people, and that's your career. You're making content basically waiting on seeing how the audience is going to like it. It's the same thing with music, right? You're turning out music and you're like, is my audience gonna like this? What are they gonna think of the next song, the next album, how I perform tonight, right? It's the same with social media. Are they gonna like this content? Sometimes I fear talking about things that are fun, like for example, fashion. I grew up in New York City. Come on, like we gotta like fashion, right?
Exactly.
So me talking about fashion when I'm a mental health and chronic illness advocate on my platform kind of has people going, well, Gigi, why are you not talking about that anymore? Or like, I'm like, hey, I'm a person, like I have multiple different needs. I'm multifaceted. And I think that a lot of times when people do internalize and take things personally, they forget like, okay, this is an actual person. It's not just them showing up online for me to make content for my enjoyment, right?
Exactly.
They're a person that has needs, that has feelings, that has so much going on in their world that they probably don't even share. And I think that that's another thing to keep in mind.